we're charting the stratosphere. Yeah. I prayed for you and kept you near in hopes you'd chase away my fears. I'm on my own. You made it.
Hello there, welcome to Code Home Classroom once again. Today we are going to continue our MDB material design lectures that we started in the previous lecture. And if it is your first time chancing upon this video, I would like you to subscribe to our channel and also turn on the notifications, okay? And this is a purely practical lecture sections, and we are going through developing the website. We started with lecture 1. We started with the basis of HTML, CSS, and now we are looking at working our way around the CSS framework, and we are using Material Design Bootstrap CSS framework as the resource tool for this lecture. Okay, so if you've not already subscribed to this channel, just subscribe, share this link with your friends, with your colleagues, so they also come on board. This is a pure practical lecture sessions on web development, okay, from scratch. And we were looking at the designing paperless website from scratch, and this Adobe SD. I always leave the link to this software in the description section below, okay? And download it, guys. It's free, okay? You can upgrade it, but it's just upgrading for your cloud storage space, but the software itself is free. And this is what we are doing. We are building the paperless website completely from scratch. And sorry about that. So we have a number of designs here, but this is what we are doing. In this lecture, we are trying to design the coming soon page. From there, we move on to the main website. So if this is your first time, that is the lecture that we've got into. And if you've not watched the previous lecture, I encourage you to go and watch from lecture 1 down to this place, so that you understand where we get where we start from, where we are going, okay? And so we are still working on our coming soon page, okay? I'll post the images. I'll post the images in the Telegram page and on the WhatsApp page. So if you are not on any of the pages, the link to the Telegram page will be left in the description below, okay? And I think the link to the WhatsApp group is also in the Telegram page. So I'll see you. Now, last week we started with the grid system, okay? We started doing some columns and rows. Now, one of the easy way to check for the mobile view is to just, if you're using Chrome, just right click on the page and click on inspect, okay? So you come here, you see a lot of laptop view. You can see Galaxy S5. So on a mobile phone, this is going to display. No. My mobile view is not working. But this is the mobile view. On the mobile view, this is how it's supposed to display. Okay. I don't know why my inspect for mobile view is not working. Well, let me refresh. Okay, never mind. I will have to minimize it and show you the mobile views. Okay, so today I want to introduce you to some other class elements in Material Design Bootstrap. Okay, now I told you that it's just a Bootstrap code. So if you're already working with Bootstrap, you don't need to migrate to Material Design Bootstrap. You can just use follow the same codes that I'm using, and you are going to be fine. Okay, so let's go to our code. My Sublime, yeah, the desktop. We are working with a paperless website, so let me just drop the folder in there. Okay, so this is where we got to. Let me increase it for you. I hope you can see. If you're watching, leave a comment in the comment section and I'll reply to all comments. Okay, I personally reply to all comments in there. So this is where we got to. I introduce you to the layout, which is container fluid. I introduce you to the grid system, which is row. You get your columns. Okay, now today I'm taking you to buttons. Okay, so let me create another section. Can call a class container. Now to the container just pardons the text in the center of the website. So as you can see, it doesn't start from the edges because it's not a fluid. It's not container fluid. Container fluid starts from the edges, but container starts in the middle. Okay, just leave some margin left, margin right, and starts from the middle. Okay, yeah. So buttons. So working with buttons. I said when I'm using the Sublime, how to comment, you just command question mark and it will comment it off. And this working with buttons, because it's commented off, will not show in the website. So you simply open your button tag. Hello world. Okay, now let's go and check it out. So this is how our normal buttons look like. Let me just do some inline CSS here. I know that at this point you understand what I'm doing. And let me just go for some margin top. 30 pixels. Reload. Okay, so this is how I put into our CSS to go and style the buttons. Okay, I could have come and style that particular button using our normal CSS, our own CSS, but Material Design Bootstrap makes it easy. They already have a class created for you. You don't need to go and create your own class called BTN. So it changes to, see how sleek it looks. It changes to their default button, view. Okay, now there are more classes, so you can write plenty classes name, just leaving a space, and all the styles will work on it. So BTN, I can say BTN SM for small. I want the button to be small, so as you can see, the button has become small than it looks before. Or BTN medium size. Okay, so you can play. You see, remember the MD LG is the same thing. Okay, now if I want a color on it, okay, you have BTN button. So always remember button, you have to call the button hyphen. They have button primary, so they use the primary secondary colors, primary default, primary secondary default colors. So this is a primary color. So I'm going to copy this button, paste. Let me show you all the colors. So dark, I think that you want to use their color dark. BTN indigo, you want to use their color indigo. They have some number of colors in there, you can just play around it. Okay, so you see indigo, dark, blue, if you don't know. So these are their secondary color. Nice it is. Okay, if I'm not getting it wrong, I'll find out for you guys. Okay, it's not working. So design your buttons using the, it's far better than the default buttons in there. Okay, we're going to start building. This is a simple site to build. When I go inside my, I don't have an image folder here, but let me go create a folder. Right click on them. We're going to keep our images. Okay, so when I go inside this paperless IMG, there's nothing. Okay, let me use this image. As you can see, the one in the paperless img, I paste it there. Okay, so when we go back to our code, it's in there. My video just hang on me. So so we have our image in there, and I was saying that we have let's look at our design. We have the whole background color changed to this. This is a color code. Okay, as you can see, this is a color code. And so everything you see on the website are boxes. You can see that the image is in a box. So with our big box, which we have here, this white space, our big box, we have it colored to this the color code 232B5A. Okay, now I was saying that I like working with inline styling for some simple designs, but I think I have to stop doing that from today and be working with a style sheet. Okay, most of the time, because I use frameworks, it comes with predefined designs already, so at times I'm just tweaking the color, or because maybe the button is square, a rectangular shape, I want to just curve the edges, so I don't waste time going to create a class here and come and call it here. I just have to call an inline styling and just do the simple styling I want to do on that particular button. And I normally do inline because most of the times some of the CSS frameworks are very difficult to tweak. If you call your own CSS and to overwrite it, it doesn't overwrite. So mainly when I use the inline, it becomes forcefully for it to be overwrite overwritten. Okay, sorry about that. To be overwritten. I don't know what I've eaten this morning. I just took bread and some nice Milo. Quick one. So I'm going to, I think I have to stick to the standard. Let's go to our CSS. Let's open. Let's call the body tag, the background color, and let's set it to 232B5A. Can be smaller letters, okay? And let's go and refresh our page. Bingo, it's working. So we have this working, and mind you, this thing that you see here, the paperless, the underscore line, this is a button, but it is in a nav bar. Okay, so how do we achieve a nav bar in Bootstrap, Material Design Bootstrap? We are going to go on their website, and I always tell you, just go to your website, and this, when you come here, you go under navigations, you see a lot of them nav bar. So I come to nav bar. You have pre-designed nav bars there, and the code is just there. You can read a little about the documentation. Here's what you need to know before getting started with the nav bar. Nav bars require a wrapping of nav bar with nav bar expand SM MD LG XL for responsive collapsing and color scheme classes. Nav bars and their contents are fluid by default. That means they can easily change its shape, and they can change the size whenever on a different screen sizes. Okay, to limit their horizontal width, use our spacing and flex sorry, utility classes for controlling spacing and alignment within nav bars. It's English, guys. It's English. Always take your time and read documentation. I know that most developers out there don't like reading documentations. They would rather go to Stack Overflow and go and look for the answers than reading the documentation of the tool that they are using, which gives the perfect answer for whatever you want to achieve. So, in loving memory of my mentor, Nene Padiadema, he always tell me that always read documentation, go through documentation, read the English and try to understand the English. Okay. If you need to put a dictionary beside, just put a dictionary beside the documentation, but I don't think you need a dictionary for documentations. Okay. Ensure accessibility by using nav element, or if using a more generic element such as div, add a row navigation to every nav bar to explicitly identify it as a landmark waiting for users of assistive technologies. Okay, so we can easily copy this code and edit it and to suit our design. Okay, so what do you guys want? Okay, I think I should just copy this code, and because they will always be available. If this is what you're looking for, you come and copy. If this is what you're looking for, you come and copy. If this design is what you're looking for, at times it's not the complete design. You just need this, and you tweak it to your own design. Okay, so I'm going to copy the basic example and edit it for you to know when you copy it, how you edit it. So when I copy this design, where was I going? No. And just paste it here. Navbar, okay. I save it. Go to our work. Bingo. So we have our navbar working. Now when I click on the drop down, it seems not to work, but it should, because this thing uses JavaScript. Now it's either my JavaScript is not working. How come? Do I need to do something? So you see that when I go to the mobile view, it collapses, but you see my JavaScript is not working, so I have to find out why my JavaScript don't want to come. So mostly you have to know how to debug your own code. I'm going through my JS to see whether my JavaScript is properly. I'll go to the JS folder, MDB, which is there, Bootstrap is there, Popper is there, Popper.js, Popper.me.js, jQuery. Okay, so the issue why it's not coming is because it's because the jQuery is named jQuery-3.4. We can look at here. jQuery-3.4.1. That's the name of the file it's looking for, but the name of the file that I have here is jQuery.js and jQuery.main.js. So you simply have to clear this one if yours is not coming like mine. Clear it, save it, reload the page. If it doesn't come, you find another way. Voila! So the link to your jQuery.js JavaScript file wasn't correct. Okay, so now when we go on a mobile view, you don't need to worry yourself and code all these things. It's already done for you in their CSS file. Okay, so you see that our website has become more responsive. When you go on a mobile view, your navbar elements or files, elements or links have been hidden. I try to go on a tablet, try to go on a full view. Perfecto. Okay, now from what we are doing, we don't need this color, and we need paperless to be written and not nav, but we don't need all these elements too. Okay, we don't need this one, we need a button to be there. So let's go to our code and change something. So when we go to where the navbar is written, this navbar brand, the navbar brand is always the one where your brand name goes. Okay, so and write paperless. So as you can see here, we're saying that when you call a nav, always call a navbar, and the navbar expand. You call on how it should expand. So let's play with the expand. Let's say SL. So it should expand on a small medium. Okay, and from small medium, right, from tablets to desktop, it should expand, but on a small scale, it should just on a phone, it should just give us a drop down. So when I say XL, is it XL? That means it's expanding only okay, so let's go back to the large LG. sorry. And the color, navbar dark, primary color, navbar dark, primary color. Let's clear the primary. The primary color is the one giving us the blue. So you see navbar dark. There's no color on it, so now I'm getting the default background. If you think I'm lying, let me just come and comment the background, body off, refresh. So it's just picking the color beneath. It's kind of transparent. So you see that our navbar is lifted, but here you can't see any navbar lifted here. How do we achieve that? Very good. So come to your code. That's when I use some inline CSS. I'm going to write an inline, pardon me, and I'll change it back to our external CSS. Okay. So you see this navbar. When I come here, star, and I'm saying that box shadow, none, save, refresh, it has disappeared. So let me come here, just copy this one, cut it. I know you people don't want to see me doing plenty inlines. Let me go here, CSS, let me create a class for, let's say, let me just select the nav and see whether it's easy to overwrite them. So it's easy to overwrite MDB. So box shadow should be now. Refresh. Bingo! There it is. It's still not going. That is what, guys, I'm talking about. Let's say their class navbar. I want to override that navbar to box shadow now. Voila! That one is working. So I can call their own class and overwrite with some features. So it still works, but doesn't have any box shadow. We're not going to use this drop down, so don't worry about how it displays. Okay, so I have paperless. We are going to now clear the elements that we don't need. So collapsible, you don't clear the collapsible because the collapsible, this collapse, navbar collapse, shows where it should tell the browser that when your website is on a mobile view, this button, that's the three buttons that you see there, that 1, 2, 3 lines you see there, when it's on mobile view, when it's being clicked, the data toggle should toggle this collapse. The target is basic example now, and here is the target, basic example now. So anything between this now and div should be displayed when this one is clicked, when this button is clicked. When this button is clicked, it should display that block. Okay, so don't delete this one. Don't delete it. If you want to, fine, but if you don't want to, don't delete it. I'll just we can just change the elements in there. Okay, and what you're looking for, this one too is in there. So you can see that URL now, margin right auto, it ends. We have the form inline, going to the far end. Okay, so what you're going to do is that we can clear this links and leave the collapsible. Refresh. Okay, so now let's come for our button. So in between the collapsible, let's go for our button. What did I write on the button? Get started. Okay. So our button class btn, because I call the normal btn is transparent. Okay, so I've not given it a color yet, so let me name this one nav button. And let's go to external CSS and go call the class nav button. Background color, the color code 0C9169 0C9169. Bingo. Now the text color is supposed to be white, so color is for text. FFF. Can make it 6, but I normally stick to 3. Bingo. That is too huge, but that one here is tiny. So you go and say, if you can remember, it can be here or after there, and then tiny for us. Bingo. Now the edges are curved. In order to achieve that, let's go to our star.css, the now button. Let's go install it here. Border radius. Okay, I said border radius. Border radius 20 pixels for all. Bingo. You can do 20 pixels, 20 pixels. Okay, but if you stay to 1, it means that it should affect all the edges. So, but the button is supposed to be here, not there. So there's a way of achieving it. So go to the documentation, and I go down here to check how they've been achieving it. For this, for instance, how did they achieve that? By bringing this one here. I think they use the MR Auto. So let's go to our code and say this is a URL to something. The class MR Auto. So I know that we have to include the navbar hyphen navbar. Let's go and try this one and see. I like shortcuts. Bingo! Let me cut this one. Let me put it inside and see something. It starts from here. Okay. So when I say margin right, auto. So if any item comes here, and anything that comes after the item, it pushes it to the right. Okay. So we can put links in there, and after that the button comes. So the button is pushed to the right. So when you go on a mobile view, you say then come here, your button comes. So we've been able to achieve the paperless getting started. So I told you that if you can design it, you can code it, and it is very simple, guys. It's simple to do. Programming is not difficult. Okay, it just needs your time, attention, and everything. Okay, so go to the underline. I already have an underline tag, okay, which is HR. Now let me do this. So right after the paperless, I want to underline this text. So I say HR, save. Now the line is there. The line is there. If you can see it, I can see the line is there. Let me see. I can't highlight the line, but the line is there, and I'll show you that the line is there. Oh, I was going to do an inline star. Forgive me. So let me call it a class nav HR for head underline. It's very difficult for me to do because I'm doing tutorials. I don't do these things. I just go straight away, blah inline styling. Forgive me. So let me give it a color. The color is yellow, which is FFD 200. I can't remember that color much. FFD 200, FFD 200. Can do small letters, okay? Don't mind me doing capital letters. FFD 200. You can do small letters, it will come. And you have to follow some protocols. Bingo! It didn't come. It didn't come because it's not a test. So let's say background color. I was expecting that to work in. Refresh. Bingo! There you are. There you are. Now, as you can see here, trust me, it's thicker. The line is thick, not that light. So how will we achieve that? We achieve it by getting a height for it, 3 pixels. Bingo. And it's under, we check the margin between the paperless and the, we just have to push it margin top. When I do 10 pixels, it's positive, okay? It will come down. Hey, okay, so fantastic. So I've set by default it came with its own margin, and I've overwritten it to the margin. Oh, that's wonderful. So margin top 10 pixels is good. Let's say 50. Let me see what happens to it. Let me play with it. Okay, so 10 is quite okay. We've been able to achieve that. All right, fantastic. Isn't it wonderful? So let's go, let's go, let's go, let's go, let's go, let's go. The image is in the center. Okay, that's where our row and column comes in. So let's go to our code. We are done with our nav bar. We've been able to achieve our nav bar. Just clear all these white spaces. This is our nav bar. Let's go into our section. Let's create a section. Lorem dummy test. Okay, so first I want us to make it a container. I like working with containers a lot. Wow, hope you all can see. Yes, you should be able to see. Now in there you are going to get a row, div.row. This is a shortcut in. If you want to call for something is a class, so row is a class, that's why I'm using div. If there's an ID, you can just do pound and hit tab. Hey, pound tab, it becomes an ID. If I say div dot something, it means the dot, the one comes for after the dot is a class. Tab. Bingo. I get my row. Inside the row, the image is centered, so it's a, consider there's a space here, there's a space here, which is a column, which is 3. So I can say that I'll create a column dot col. Yes, okay, and put my image in there. We have a class called img responsive. I want it to be responsive. The source is where my image is, and it can be found in img folder, and you go and look for com.png. Let's go. Yeah, that's what I was expecting it to happen. The image is so huge. It's not the actual image on there. I can't find where this one is, but guys, it's still an image. Okay, it's still an image. So the image is so huge. Now what we are going to do is that image responsive is not working. I think maybe they've changed their conversion. I know you can't hear me, but I'm talking small. Okay, now guys, so let's go in there and go and see how they make their image responsive. For the last time I checked, I was doing my own, determining my own width for the image to make it responsive, but this time around I'm working with you guys. Okay, don't follow some of my styles. Okay, I like quick things. Animations, I don't need animations now. Maybe I'll include animation to it to make our website lively. Content images. Yeah, content images. Let's go and read their documentation. So we want they've changed it. I was just using the old, pardon me, Bootstrap CSS. So it's an image fluid. You are welcome, MDB. They use image fluid now, so it takes the shape of the column. You should, guys, you see, and mind you, it is not in the center. It's taking every place. It's because the image itself is centered. Okay, that is why you don't see it starting from the edge. Now what we are going to do is this column has taken all the columns. Okay, now we can say if you want a space here, we can just determine and say offset gives us a space. Offset MD, that again the MD you understood is MDLG 4, and the column issue occupy should be 4, and that means 4 it left with 4. The other 4 will become another space. Okay, bingo. So I take the space of the column, not the whole page. It takes the space of the column. Now I can now come and reduce this one to, let's say, 3, and this one become 6, which is 9 plus the other 3 becoming 12. I know you know your math so well, so this is quite okay, but let me just increase it a bit to 2, 8 making 10, the other one is 2 making 12. Okay, voila. So I have it perfectly in there. Now I know that you are getting to the climax of this thing. So inside the row and under the image, we call for H1 and H3 will do. Blah 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 blah. We are redesigning our website just for you. We are redesigning our website just for you. Dot 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 dot. Refresh. There it is. I can just simply do a quick one, but okay, let me create a class again. Let's name it this test. All this naming, that's the reason why I do an inline. I don't even know how to call this one. Let me call it redesign test red for test redesign. Let me come here, dot test red, color should be white. Why isn't it coming? Why isn't it? Because I didn't save this place. It's still not coming. It's still not coming. Hey, class TST red, class TST, not test. Now we have to center it. Come here, text align, center. Save, center. Don't mind me. Hey, still. Don't mind me. Okay. and know what to do in their mayor. So text align center. Oh, the text is aligned. The text is really aligned. Always create a box around it. Always put something in a box so you can start the box. And rather call the class on the box. Oh, forgive me. Bingo, the same thing. So now here I can come and say text align. So anything that is text should be. It's not coming. It's not coming. No. It's not a test. I should position the box in center. Align center. Refresh. Row. Oh, it's working on the row is affecting it. Bingo. So inside your row, it shouldn't come inside your row. Remember, it should be outside your row. Okay, another box outside the row, and you put your text in there. We are redesigning our website just for you. So we are done. Finally, we are done finally with our coming soon page. Maybe you want to add some animation to it. Let me show you. Then when we come, maybe you should just fade in and come. The image should just fade in. This one should just animate. CSS has already, MDB has already inbuilt animation. This is just an add-on. Go to CSS, go to animations. There's so much you can learn even ahead of me, okay, by just going through the documentation. Attention seekers. You have bounce. So you have bounce, flash, pause, rubber band. So let's go and use bounce on our image. So there's a way of calling it. It's not just bounce. So see, so you have to call it animated bounce. Infinite means that it will keep on bouncing. So animated bounce infinite. So let's say our image, just call it on this image class animated, and you choose animation bounce infinite. So you keep on bouncing, so that it's something to entertain the users when they come to the website. They don't say, oh, static. Okay, so voila, you have a wonderful, yes, we are redesigning our website. So we can go for fading for this one. Class animated fade in and fading. Let's say infinite one, so that will also work here. Yeah, okay. So when somebody comes to your website and it's coming soon, it shouldn't be just static and it's there and they don't know what to do with it. So you can even leave their desktop like this, leave it on, leave your website on, because your website is very catchy and it's also not static. Somebody can say, oh wow, you are redesigning our website just for you, and it's just bouncing. This one is just fading in, this one is just bouncing. Yeah, do you get me? Fantastic. So thank you for staying through with us. Once again, if you've not subscribed to our channel, Code Home Classroom, okay, it's here to teach you all the tech skills that you ever need for an interview, practicality, okay. It's purely practical in our classrooms. Okay, it's Code Home Classroom is proudly sponsored by Paperless. You can check out their website, paperless.com. This is what they do. Paperless.com. So this is what you are redesigning. Okay, you're just copying them. You're not doing anything different. Copying them. Okay, maybe apart from the animation that is on their website, anything there we can just add our own things to it. Their website has been redesigned currently. I told you that because I'm the one redesigning it, I'm going to use their website for this tutorial. Just that you can see some small changes on their website, because we made some small changes to the mockup. So my site becomes very so this is their website. Forget about the animation behind. We're just designing the same thing. Okay, the same thing, the same test. We're going to do the same thing. The buttons, you just find a way of achieving how they curve the buttons. Okay, that will be an assignment for you. And also maybe the particles behind, you can do your own personal research and find out how they did it. Okay, I'm not going to teach you that. Okay, go the extra mile to do your own deeper research. Okay, but everything apart from the colors, the arrangement on the site, you can see it's basically the same thing. Okay, so this is our website. If you're a web developer, I encourage you to also use the Laravel product. It's a micro PHP framework that you get to control every bit of it. Okay, when you install, you can go in, you can create your own models, go into it's just an easy to use. Okay, it's easier to use, far way easier to use than Laravel. Okay, and it's simple but complex. Okay, it's simple in using, but the technology behind it is very complex. Okay, and very secure. So the whole website, okay, paperless website was built using Laravel PHP framework. So if you're a PHP developer or you want to learn PHP and you want to use a framework, and you are looking at whether you should use Coding Ignite or Laravel, I will encourage you to use Laravel. Okay, to very fast. The site is very fast. Okay, get to book appointment with them. So paperless is just it's a digital company that transforms your traditional paper office to ultra modern digital office. Okay, so what they do is they come to your office, you book an appointment with them, they come to your office, that have a board meeting with you, do some presentation, tell you what they can do for you. But the approach is simple. They hang out with you, come, that's a meeting, they do a serious research on how you go about with your day-to-day administration in your workplace or at your workplace, and they come out with a project proposal that you are not even aware of. It's not the normal website, mobile app. No, we all know that, but they come out with solutions that can help your business to scale up. Okay, and the development goes on, the testing, deployment, they have 24 support and maintenance for you. So contact, these are some of the trusted brands that they work with and they have also worked for. Okay, so contact them, can contact the number below or email them, or just simply on their website book an appointment and you'll get to know your full name, your company name, your email to contact, your phone number, appointment date, consider the date you want them to come and meet you, select today, which will pick you today's date. Okay, so guys,
it's 1 o'clock.
This is how far we've come with our coming soon page. The next lecture we are going to start building the main website. Okay, here you can see there's no animation. So the main website. So design the main website. This is our design. This is our mockup that we are looking at. Okay. Yeah. We are going to start designing this main website in our next lecture. So subscribe to our channel. Please subscribe to our channel. Please share this video with your colleagues, your IT friends, your IT students in the group. Just send it around. Anybody who's interested in website development from scratch. Okay, we are going to help you through. Okay, we are here to help you. Okay, so share this video with someone, subscribe, tell them to subscribe, and leave the notification button on so that whenever we upload a video, they get to have it. So I'll see you in the next lecture. Bye bye.
You meant the world to charge.